Hi everyone, Crystal here from Sultan's Choice. Today's video is going to be a highlight again on some technique to softer, more subtle and fluid arms and hands. So we've already had one video. If you haven't watched that, please go through. That talks about some of the basic things that you're going to want to work on to help get some nice soft curves in your arms. So if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel so that you can get updates whenever I upload new videos and sequences. And other than that, we're going to get started. So because we're focusing on our arms and hands today, you're more than welcome to take a seat on the floor. I'm sitting on a nice big fat meditation pillow because it lifts my hips off the ground. You may wish to sit up on a pillow, maybe you just want to sit in a chair. However you sit though, we would like to get your sit bones right up and off of them so they're pointing a little bit behind. Pull the low belly in. We're trying to lengthen the low back. Bring the rib cage right over top of the pelvis. Lengthen the back of the neck, chin parallel to the floor. Okay, we're going to keep the rib cage slightly lifted. A little bit of a stretch in the front. No pulling together on the shoulder blades though, okay? We don't want to drive the chest forward. So sitting nice and tall, let's take a big inhale. Start working through the shoulders, bringing them up to the ears, to the back, and then down. Allow your shoulder blades to slide on the back side of the ribs. So really curl in, widen the shoulder blades, and then bring them together. Let's go back to front. Just a couple. Two more. All right, so let's take it into our hands. Let's push our hands gently together. Just attach all your fingertips, the base of the palms, and then all the balls of the palm or of the fingers, elbows out to the side, roll the shoulders back and down. Press gently with the arms, pushing the palms together. Now holding that through the palm. Good. Now we're going to release that pressure. Separate the palms, but try to keep the base of the fingers attached. Try and keep the base of the thumbs attached. Okay, now push through the fingers. Now if that hurts, you can bend the fingers just a little bit to release them. You can also just work towards getting the balls of the fingers down. It's okay if they're not touching. You're doing your best. And then slowly try and separate them a little bit more. Working away through the fingers and then back down. And make a little fist. Release the hands, take knuckles together. Extend the fingers down. Backs the hands together, backs of the wrists. Okay, try and connect the pinky and the thumb. Spread the fingers out. Keep the shoulders down, neck nice and long. Belly pulled in, long back. Good. Trying to lift the backs of the wrists towards the ceiling. All right, now work through the hands here, all the way through and up, connect and separate. And apart and bring them down. Lock it in and take it down. Find your fingers, settle in. Shake it out. All right, our hands are going to go for a little swim. Okay, So what we're going to try and do is dive the fingers underneath a little limbo pole and try and bring them back up the other side, up and over the hill, and down, up the other side, and down. Okay, so we're going to do both at the same time now. We did a couple on that side just to demonstrate. So let's do a couple on this side to help even it out. All right, so now when your fingers are diving under, really think about leading with the fingers, stretching them out, and then coming back up over the hill. Keep the shoulders back, so we don't want them to start rounding forwards. We're going to keep the chest nice and wide, belly in, lift, slight rotate, lengthen, crown, off the sits bones, low belly pulled in. Okay, get the arms out, elbows pulled back in line with the shoulders. Dive it down, under the hill, and up. Good. And down. And up. See if you can keep the fingers as close together as you can. All right. Go the other way. Back down. And lift with the backs of the wrists, curl the hand up, push the wrist forward, palm, palm fingers, push down, lift, push, relax. Let's have a little stretch. Thumb comes underneath the wrist, fingers to the palm, not the fingers, the palm. Don't let this shoulder come up, keep it down. We're just going to pull back gently. Now I don't want to lock out the elbow. Keep the elbow rotated in a little bit. And then down to the fingers. And release the fingers. Flip the hand over. Relax those shoulders, keep that belly in. Now fingers out to the side. And release that. Thumb, fingers to the palm, shoulders down. Now take those hands down to the fingers. Good. Release the fingers and then flip the hand over, pulling on the back. Good. Now take those fingers, point them out to the side of the body and pull back. Good. All right, please release gently, give it a shake. So we're going to work a little bit on elbows pulling out and elbows coming back down. Just let your hands rest gently on your knees. Out. Down. So this is going to help work the tricep muscles, okay? Working the arms, working the shoulders. These are the muscles we need to help keep our arms nice and lifted. When the arms are nice and lifted, the arms will appear round instead of angular, and they will also help keep the chest and the rib cage appear as if they're floating, a little bit higher of a lift, a little bit more of a regal stance. Okay, improve your dance posture. When our arms slouch, our shoulders slouch. When our shoulders slouch, our rib cage rotates downwards and inwards. When that happens, all of a sudden, we start looking and we start feeling very internal. Whereas when we're dancing and we're performing, we want to be able to give a presence, you know, to have a lifted air, to be projecting our energy out to the audience. Okay, so a couple of these little wing lifts, nice and slow. I'm sure that you can feel those back muscles working. Not only are they contracting, but they're also stretching. Okay, so we're really working them good. Now let's hold them out, release the fingertips and lift them up. Okay, now my hands are never face palming. I call it face palming the audience. Rather, the fingers are relaxed, so release the palm as if you've got a fluffy ball inside of it. Poof. Okay, and now you're going to push the middle finger and the thumb slightly together, but I also like to attach my ring finger to that. Now we don't want deer antlers because that's going to be distracting. People are going to want to look at the hands. And we want them to see the hands as a gentle accompaniment or accessory to our main body. Elbows are nice and high, chest is lifted. I've got my imaginary symbols on, I call it my soft palms. The thumb tucks in a little bit. It's not sticking way out here, okay? That's another important thing to note. Thumb slightly tucked, but not all the way, because then you wouldn't be able to have your symbol on, right? Okay. Shoulders are rolled back and down, belly is in, spine is nice and long, straight up to the crown of the head. We're going to slowly rotate the elbows down, but keep the fingertips where they are. Imagine there's somebody holding on to them. We're trying to keep them exact same place and space. Lift the elbows, drop it down, and lift it up, and drop. Try and lift higher than you think you can go, but not to the point where it hurts. Okay, this is all about working, conditioning, strengthening those muscles in the arms that are going to help keep us lifted on stage, help keep us lifted in practice, because how we drill is how we dance. Okay, so if you let it go when you're drilling, you're going to let it go on stage. You won't have the strength to hold it up. And now press them up, and try and press them up as high as they can. Now think about, you've pressed them up as high as they can. Now continue that and keep lifting, but keep the shoulders down. I'm not lifting from my hands, I'm lifting from the back side of the elbows. And the hands come, we don't want them all the way together. That's going to cause extra tension in the neck. So we separate them. They're above the ears, about head distance apart. Now my elbows are pulling back. Take them back out to second, and the elbows are now lifting up. Okay, hold. 2, 3, 4, keep going. 5, 6, 7, lift, lift, lift. 8, lift, lift, lift. Gently release. Give yourself a hug. Try to keep those shoulders down, and gently, gently, if it's comfortable for you, release the chin down to the neck. Lift the head up. Grab the arm from underneath, and now it's going to come on top. You'll have to move that other arm. Okay, belly in, long spine first. Tuck the chin down gently. Keep the elbows down. Okay, now from here, that top arm is going to extend out to the side. This hand slides down. Keep the shoulders down. Gentle pull. Just deepening that last stretch a little bit more. Okay, let's switch them out. Opposite side up. Now we never want to pull on the elbows, so you can grab either at the upper arm or the lower arm, depending on what works best for you. But do try to keep that shoulder locked downwards so we're not kissing our ear with the shoulder. Okay, and release it back. Take the arms around behind, lock the fingers. Sit up nice and tall. Try and rotate the elbows to face each other. Now keep that belly in, bring the rib cage back over the pelvis. Drop the head if you can. And slowly release the elbows, release the spine. Grab your arms, give yourself a hug. Sit up. Good job, you guys. My arms are sore. I hope yours are too. If you were to do that every day, the amount of movement you would have in your hands for little pickups and things like that would be pretty amazing. So do it, 10-15 minutes every day. Get it rocking. Have beautiful arms for your stage presence. Thanks for joining me. And again, I don't know if you've seen, we do have another YouTube channel for the studio, and it's Sultan's Choice Dance Aerial. And on there you'll find all sorts of other belly dance performances and some aerial yoga sequences coming soon. All right, everybody, have yourself a great rest of your Wednesday, and thank you for joining me for today, Hands and Arms. I would call this part 2. All right, have a great day.